What is going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. My name is Ron and this is MotorTube. If you're stopping by for the first time, smash the subscribe button, turn your notification bell on to stay up to date with the videos and be part of the family. If you aren't already following me on Instagram, make sure you go ahead and follow me at Toxic SRT. I'll put it up here, or there's a link in the description that will take you straight to there. Also add me on Snapchat at Toxic SRT as well. So today we're going to talk about a few things, and we're going to talk about the reason why I have the Mustang, the Hellcat, and the truck. What is their position in this channel? What is the point of having them? What purposes do they have? I feel like a lot of you guys ask and you guys think I just waste money on cars, and there isn't a purpose for any of those cars. So I'm gonna explain everything into detail, and also the big news. We are a few days away from the big news. Pretty exciting, pretty exciting for that. So without talking too much, we're gonna start both of the cars, and you guys are gonna hear both of them together. So let's get it. Whoop. Hellcat first, Mustang now. You gotta love it. Let's get it and let's get on the road. Woo! Let's hop right into it. So we're first gonna talk about the Hellcat, because that was the car that started this whole channel. And I have a 2017 Dodge Challenger Hellcat. It's green. They stopped making that color, so it's very cool. It's very different. Not too many of that color around, so I was very happy that they stopped making that color. Number two, the reason why I got the Hellcat, because I wanted to kind of build a car that was really fast. And when I had the Scat Pack, you guys all know it's a very tough build, and the 6.4s don't really handle as much unless you put tons of money. And even when you put tons of money, it still will run into problems. And I know that from experience, from having a lot of friends who have those cars, and you know, they've blown a lot of them up. So I got that and I modified it, and where we're at right now, it's on E85. It has everything you can have in it, and you could the only thing I don't have is spray. So I could put nitrous, but I don't want to really do that. The car right now is making 900 wheel, and it's only on 16 pounds of boost. Of course, I could turn it up to 18 pounds of boost, but we kept it at 16 for now. So I don't know what will happen, but things might change. So with that, it's only raced one time, believe it or not, on this new setup, because it was kind of during winter time. So I've only raced street speed, and as you guys can see, the problem was I couldn't put the power down, but we still left with plenty of W's. So the car obviously performed well. Before that setup, it hadn't even been raced that much. I mean, it probably had a good 5 races. When you kind of have a little bit of a faster car, it's weird, because you won't find as much races. You know, that's why the next car came about, and that's the 2018 Mustang GT. The reason why I got that car is because Lydio took me on a ride in a 2018 Mustang. One of his friends had a white one that he brought it to the shop, and he took me on a ride in it, and I was like, wow, the way the trans was shifting, it was shifting very hard, and I never felt that feeling before. It was only like, it was the same feeling from a Hellcat. No other cars gave me that feeling, and I was like, there's something about this 10-speed that's very impressive. So I was like, I don't know. I went to the dealership like 2 days after, and they were telling me it's like $800 a month. I'm like, are you out of your mind? Why would I pay that much for a Mustang? That makes no sense. It's just a Mustang, right? That's what I was thinking. I wasn't really a Mustang fan, honestly. I was a Mopar guy. So I was like, what? That's just crazy. I closed the thought of that, and a few months after, I don't know what happened, but I got that feeling of wanting the Mustang all over again. So I went and we tried to order one. I tried to order a 2019. They told me it would be like 8 to 10 weeks, because it was during some sort of holiday where they had 2 weeks off. So it was a little bit of delay, and I didn't want to wait 10 weeks. So what I wanted in that, which basically has almost every single option, I wanted all those options, and that was the only one, the black one that I found. It was the only one with all those options within 500 miles. So me and Anthony do Work Productions on YouTube. If you guys already subscribed to him, make sure you go ahead and subscribe to him. We drove to Ohio. We drove 4 hours to Ohio and picked the car up, drove it back to Michigan, and that's when I really started loving the Mustangs even more, you know. The 18 is a bit different, you know. A lot of people talk down on Mustangs and they're like, well, I've beat every single Mustang, but the 18s are special and the 18s are different. And here's why they're different. Of course, it's a new 5.0. Different suspension. A lot of things in that car is different. It's making more power than it did before. It's making 460 crank now, when before I believe it was making 435. Maybe a little less if I'm not mistaken. So the 10-speed now. It has a 10-speed. It didn't have a 10-speed before. The car is just a lot quicker, a lot faster. It's a light car. I kind of wanted a light car because going from my Hellcat weighs like 4,400 pounds. My Hellcat also didn't have these racing seat options. These kind of make me feel like I'm in some sort of a race car. It makes me feel like I am in a sports car, where the Hellcat, this doesn't give me that feeling. I mean, of course, it performs way better than a lot of sports cars, but it's still, you know, the seats is just like a regular seat, you know. It's just, it doesn't give you that feeling that you're in a sports car. So with this, it definitely gave me that feeling of a sports car. I'm close to the windshield, where the Hellcat is, I mean, I feel like I'm not part of the car. This car, I feel like I'm part of the car. I feel like I'm driving the car. You know what I'm saying? It gives me that feeling that I am in a sports car. I don't know if that even makes sense, but if it doesn't, then I'm sorry. But if it does, it does. So anyways, that's the reason why I'm in this car. I also wanted the digital dash because the old Mustangs had these little circles which were really ugly, look outdated. Really wasn't a fan of them. So I got the 401A package, which comes with the digital dash, where you can change them in different clusters and modes, and it's pretty cool. So I love that. Everything else is awesome in this car. I have no complaints of this car whatsoever. With that being said, I had those two cars and I loved them. It was the best of both worlds. The Mustang, the Hellcat, perfect duo, right? But I wanted something else. I never had a truck. I never owned a truck. I never really experienced driving a truck on a daily basis. I wanted something I can tow, and that's the reason the 2019 Ram Laramie Sport came apart. I wasn't supposed to get a car that crazy. I was supposed to get a Longhorn or a Bighorn. A Bighorn, I believe. And it wasn't too crazy. It had the big panoramic roof. It had upgraded sound system. It didn't have the Harmans, of course. Had them little cool features. Wasn't too expensive, and I was okay with that. But with everything I do, I like to get either the best or I just don't get it. So by the time I went and finally signed papers, I ended up with something it was way more expensive than I was originally supposed to get. And honestly, I'm glad I did it, because paying the little extra money was obviously worth it. I got the big screen. I mean, everything. The car has every single option in it. I mean, there's really not more options in it. There's options that even the Limited doesn't have, and that's the front cameras and all that. There's some of them that don't even have that. So this car came with every single option. That Jeep SRT just broke my neck. So I'm happy with it. The main reason I got the car wasn't to, you know, necessarily build it, make it fast. You know, obviously I don't really like to race my truck. I'm not into the whole racing truck world. I might get into it, I'm not sure. But as far as right now, I do like racing my Mustang and my Hellcat. Those are my race cars, I would call. And the Mustang is really used for towing. And you guys are gonna know why I'm towing, where I'm going, and you guys will know pretty soon why I even got the truck, because there's a big reason behind getting the truck. So, amazing truck, no problems with it yet. Of course, I haven't had it for that long, and that's the reason why I had to get that, is for towing. But the Mustang, Hellcat, and the truck are the perfect combo for me. I don't need any of those cars. I believe I need every single one of those cars, because they each do a purpose. The purpose for the Mustang is I can race cars with this horsepower range. The Hellcat can race you know, cars in the, you know, the 1,000 horsepower, 900 wheel horsepower range. This is making 471. It's on E85, has the intake, and it's tuned, trans tuned, whatever. So this can perform in this category and the Hellcat can perform in this category. A little bit of both. That's why I can race them, you know, Camaros, full bolt-on Camaros, maybe a full bolt-on C7, I don't know. Things like that. I can race that. With my Hellcat, it wouldn't be a fair race. So I kind of want a little bit of both. That's kind of the reason why this car isn't as crazy. And it isn't twin-turboed, Whipple on there. I'm going to try to do as much I could with this car without putting a Whipple on there. I'm going to try to push it to run high 10s, like a 10.9 or maybe a 11 flat. That's where I'm going to try to go with this build. And I think it's very doable, and I think it's very possible. So that's kind of where I'm going with this build. I just really wanted to make this video to keep you guys updated to why I even got these cars. What's the point? A lot of people think it's a waste of money. Well, not to me. Honestly, I enjoy what I do and I'm very comfortable. Trust me. I'm very, very comfortable. The reason why I don't have a house, which a lot of people always bring up, is because, listen, I'm not trying to live in Michigan. That's number one. So I don't need a house in Michigan. I'm not trying to live in Michigan. I'm trying to move out of Michigan. And you guys will know when I announce the big news pretty soon on why I don't have a house. And I don't need a house. I'm not even home all day. And it makes no sense for me to have a house that I'll just sleep in. And I'm out all day taking care of business, making videos, doing what I love. And if it makes me happy, that's what I'll continue doing. So there's no point of having a house that's gonna be vacant and me living by myself there with nobody there, because a house is a house, but a house with a family is a home. That's the difference. Anybody can get a house, but anybody can't have a home. And I love having that family feel and home because I am very close with my family. So that love is very much needed. I'm not old. I'm only 20, so I'm not married, not in a relationship. I don't really need that. So I tend to do what's best for myself. Go to get a big house right now and still be comfortable in my life, where to the point I can still travel, I can still do whatever I want, and with a house. But I have to make smart decisions and the right investments, okay? A house right now is not a good investment for me because I don't need it. Unless I rent it out, it won't be a smart investment. So I just wanted to make this video to kind of keep you guys up to date with what's going on, what I think inside my head, because a lot of people like to judge without knowing why I do certain things, and I like to clarify them every now and then in a video. Got the truck here, the Mustang and the Hellcat right back in the garage. Well, it's time to end the video, so I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I kind of just wanted to talk about why I even have these, and that's the reason why I made this video, because I feel like you guys should know, because a lot of people just assume a lot of things, and I like to just clear things up. So stay tuned for the big news. We got great news. Tomorrow's gonna be a cool video. Gotta take the Hellcat to get some stuff done to it, so that will be on tomorrow's video. And we are approaching to the big news that I will announce, so make sure you guys are ready for it, because it's gonna be really, really big for the channel. But it's time to let you guys go. So if you guys like this video, give it a big thumbs up. If you're new to this channel, smash the subscribe button, turn your notification bell on to stay up to date with the videos and be part of the family. And I will see you guys next upload. Have an awesome day, and make sure you guys stay positive. Peace out. Woo!